What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Pour Michigan Reviews. It is New Year's Eve. I thought I would drop this review for you guys ASAP just to keep it up to date and give you a big thank you for following this channel. If you do, I greatly appreciate the support you guys have given me this year. Again, I started this channel just for fun, just as a hobby. I will never claim to be a guru, a self-proclaimed genius in the beer division, guys. I am not, nor will I ever be, most likely. I'm not a Cicerone. I'm not certified in any way. I just simply sit in front of this camera with you guys discussing beer and my thoughts about certain beer at my given point in time. So, again, a huge thank you to you guys, because I wouldn't do this if it wasn't fun. You guys have still made this fun. It's been quite a few years ongoing now. I don't even know when I started the channel, maybe 2017, 18. I can't even remember, to be honest. Maybe it was more seriously done in 18 and then 19, and then I've continued on. So I'm just super blessed to be standing here, guys, and blessed to be talking to you guys. And if you're watching this now, give this video a like just to let me know that you actually do watch the video and you listen to some of the things I say. And if you don't, hey, don't sweat it. I don't care. But I still love you guys, those of you that do watch it and follow. So today, I thought I'd crack into something fun, an aged KBS Espresso version, guys. It's from 11/14/2019, so 20, 21, 22. You're talking 3+ years in this bottle. It has not been changed or altered in any way. It's been at room temperature. Below, I guess the room temperature would be about 62 degrees, somewhere in that range, maybe a little bit less at times. 12% alcohol, and again, aged 3 years in the bottle. This is the espresso version. So I've had this quite a few times, but it's been many years since I've had the espresso version. Guys, let's dive into it. Sorry for the intro, it was a long one. Barrel aged series, lots of smoke popped off the top here, and let's go to a pour. Hope you guys are having an awesome New Year's Eve so far. And I hope you have a greater day tomorrow. I'm off of work tomorrow, and I'll be watching literally football for the next 24 hours straight, guys. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Go Blue. Go Lions. I said it. That's right. Darkness in the glass. Beige, khaki, tan head, a little bit of burnt around the edges, not super bubbly, dissipating ever so slightly, nothing too ridiculous, but it does have some legs sitting down the sides of the glass, guys. It does look pretty good, nothing too fancy. I think you see darkness. This isn't like the thickest beer ever, KBS. I will put a disclaimer, I feel like KBS has changed over the years. I feel like it used to be thicker at some point in time, but this is 12%, and I thought the other ones were 11 at some point in time. Maybe this one was bumped up or beefed up a little bit. I don't remember that. I thought some of the KBS versions or variants were 11% in recent year, but this one's 12, so let's go to an aroma. Ooh, still got that coffee roasty goodness. Remember, 3 years in the bottle. That's wild how strong that coffee still is, guys, with a little tiny bit of bourbon char, maybe a little woodiness. It's just the most roasty, charred, black beans, coffee roast, all day long, like Starbucks French roast. It's just burnt and charred to a crisp. I love it. I'm a coffee lover. This smells excellent so far. A little bit of dark chocolate underneath, even like vanilla smoothness and like sweet, semi-sweet dark chocolates as well. Just lovely. So much coffee. I love it. Let's dive in, guys. 2019 version, KBS Espresso. Cheers. Happy New Year's Eve. Wow. Super woody and dry roastiness on the back end. Like, it is bone dry. This beer wants to be chewy for a moment, but the body leans out at the back end. There's a nice molasses maltiness through the middle. Coffee still quite dominant, but I will say, instead of getting like a bourbon heat on the back end, you're left with like this light, pillowy, feathery roastiness. That's it. Like the barrel's really not dominating anymore. I don't know that KBS these days ever is so strong, that barrel, anymore. I don't remember in recent years it being super uber strong. This one's just a faint barrel woodiness and a slight vanilla char roasted coffee put together. This one is not that strong. This is going down very nicely at 12%. Again, slightly chewy in the front. Little bit of dark fruitiness underneath, just a touch. Maybe dried raisins, just a hint of that. Again, coffee, super dominant still. I can't believe it hasn't faded more. What has apparently faded here is that barrel on the back end. I am left with just a charred, woody barrel. And it lacks the heat. It doesn't have any of the heat. It's completely, basically gone, guys. So you're left with just coffee, a little bit of dark fruit, roasted molasses, a little bit of campfire smoke, and again, the wood and that kind of like bitter, woody, dark chocolateness on the back end. It radiates. There's this slight bitterness that just sits there to the next sip. And again, very, very dry beer on the back end, bone dry on the back end. Super drinkable. I'm getting a little bit of the barrel, just a touch the more I keep drinking it, but it's very faded at this point in time. You're left with more dry wood than you are like soaked bourbon barrels. I just don't get it as much anymore, so it's got a little sprinkle of heat, but the coffee, the char, the molasses, the roast, most dominant, still flexing on this beer while the barrel has basically faded. I don't know if that's a good thing. I love bourbon. I want that in my bourbon barrel stouts. And this one has very much dissipated and kind of gone away. That being said, I love coffee, so I still really enjoy this. But the more that I drink bourbon barrel aged stouts, I have learned that I like them fresh. I want the multi-layers. I want that fresh, wet barrel. I want the coffee, the dark fruits, the char, the molasses. But I want to know that I'm still drinking a big beer with that little bourbon heat on there, soaked in there. Not so much getting it, but KBS from Founders has been relatively dry these days, and I think this one is bone dry. So I like it, but I'm going to sit with my gut, guys, and tell you that I like fresh bourbon barrel aged stouts. That's just what I have come to like, and I actually like aging them less and less. This has still been a treat. It's still slightly chewy and desserty in the front, but it's wiped out on the back end with that bourbon wood and char and slight bitterness from the dark chocolate. It's better fresh. It's better fresh. I still love this. It's fun to barrel age them. It's fun to, age them while they're barrel aged and see what it turns into. That has been the breakdown of the Founders KBS Espresso variant from 2019. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you so much for the support over the years. We're going into 2023 very strong. It's been fun. We're going to continue having fun. I'm Dan. I'm over and out. This is a 4 out of 5. I like it a lot more fresh. Happy New Year. Cheers.